Right, I'm just going to wait and see if anyone's going to come in, because we're going to be talking about channeling tonight, my journey with it, and how it can actually change your life as well. So I'll see if we're just going to get some more people. Hi guys, welcome in. Tonight we're actually going to be talking about channeling, my journey with it, and how channeling can actually like change your life. So I'll just wait for a few more of my people to hop on, and hopefully I think we've got Angel, and then we've got Hades pop in. Thanks for the follow. Hopefully we can get a few more people in here, because yeah, maybe I should share it out. I will see who's here. Oh yes. I can only select up to like 10 people. That's definitely changed. I think I'll just do that. Hello, how are you? I might as well start with whoever I've got in here, eh? So basically, I just want to welcome you guys in. So tonight I'm going to be talking about channeling. I'm good. And a little bit about my journey, but also how it can actually change your life. So this is kind of a safe space tonight for you guys to share like experiences you may have had with channeling. And by channeling, you guys might like to call it like spiritual stuff, spiritual experiences, some of the beautiful experiences, maybe some of the scary experiences, or maybe experiences that you have not wanted to share for different reasons, which we'll probably go into as well, actually. Hi, Kitty. So yeah, nothing's too much here. So anything like that you may have experienced, which might be scary or maybe even sad or anything. We're talking about channeling. I just wanted to welcome everybody in. I was hoping somebody that I knew was going to come in. And okay, Angel, I do have an offer which I'm going to be sharing at the very end of this, but we'll just share all of our different experiences first. And I can talk a little bit about that at the very end. So drop a star emoji in the comments, I guess, if you've ever had an intuitive nudge which turned out to be right. And it might be something really, really small. One recent one, which is probably yesterday for me, I messaged a friend and I said to her, "What's this about Mary Magdalene?" And then she replied back and she said to me that she'd gotten that card deck out which had Mary Magdalene on it. And she also told me she'd slap me if I if I ever doubted my intuition as well. So first thing I want to ask you guys, I've got a whole bunch of stuff. So we can kind of like, you guys can say stuff in the comments about certain things you may have experienced and things like that. So have you ever had an intuitive experience that you could not explain? I want to know about it because I'm nosy too. Like something that you could not explain. It might be as simple as like a door moving or a door slam or like seeing a shadow or hearing strange noises. I went past my old house a couple of days ago for no apparent reason, and when we drove past, that's my cat, by the way. I should be scratching that. Or never planted a eucalyptus tree at my own house because they are very flammable. Oh, really? What's AI? What are you talking about? I think we're talking about channeling. I don't know what that has to do with AI. It was for... Oh, really? Yeah, everyone has like links in their bio. It's called having a business. I don't know what you're getting at. Interesting. I like that experience. So has anyone else had like experiences like that? Hi, Isabel. We're talking about channeling. Oh, did it? See, that's like giving you confirmation, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. I don't do that. I don't do that. Interesting. I don't even know what that is, so obviously I don't do it, do I? Yeah, the gut feeling, isn't it? And you kind of already know. I knew that with my granddad actually when I think I was about 14. I was 14. No, it's not. Hi, Trudy. I felt cold and sick. Yeah, it's interesting, eh? I'm good, Treaty. We're talking about channeling today. Yeah, for me, my granddad, I was 14 and I was in the family room and he had gone into hospital actually on my 14th birthday, and I was in the family room and everyone had left, and he walked into the room and then like disappeared right in front of me, and I was like, eh? And I knew immediately. I felt it in my heart space. And then everybody came in and they said, oh, we're sorry to tell you. And I said, I already know. So yeah, about 4 days, sorry, my cats. 4 days after my 14th birthday, he passed away. But yeah, I spent my birthday in the hospital. So okay, when was the first time you knew something before it happened? I think for me that might have been my granddad. I can't think back any further than that right now. My most recent one was knowing that Taylor Swift was going to get engaged by the end of the year. That's probably take you guys quite a way back. Like maybe in childhood you might have experienced something too. When you think of someone and they message you, yep, that's knowing something before it happens. That's just the way in which you receive it. You might not quite understand. All the time. Yeah, yeah. Usually it's your guides kind of giving you the intuitive feeling that that person is about to contact you. It's kind of like, hi, I'm here. Oh my goodness. Miss Good Puss. Is she? Is she? Go over there. Yeah, that's kind of a knowing. That would be claircognizance. That would be. Shall I move on to the next question? I've got a bunch of questions. It's just for us to have a combo. Do you think everyone has access to spiritual gifts or just a few people? Or it could be theirs, possibly. I will say from my own experience that I've blocked people because my guides have told me to. But it could be that as well. It could be your guides going around there and kind of giving them the nudge too. If you guys are like no longer like aligned or not meant to be in contact with each other, then yeah. I've done that. Yeah, it can be. Yeah, you'll be surprised how many nudges they give and we don't even realize it, or how many times they're actually talking in our ears and we actually respond to it, but we don't hear it. No, that's okay. That's the whole point of this. Well, my belief is that everybody actually has spiritual gifts. And that's just from my like experience. Like everyone does, but maybe not everybody is like open to it or as open to it. And I don't want to have to answer all the questions, guys. I want you guys to answer too. Because I don't want to sit here just like talking about me. I want to know about you guys as well. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to know what you guys think. Okay, what is the most scariest spiritual experience you've ever had? I've already shared mine on social media, um, but I do have a sad one as well. But I think the most scariest spiritual experience you've ever had. Mine was having an energy stomping around my house. That was probably the scariest. And I couldn't see back then either. I could only like hear and feel. And it was stomping around the house. And then I was crying because I was upset about it because I felt the energy of it like trying to push me. Kia ora, kia ora. And then I realized that I was stronger than this energy was, because otherwise it wouldn't be there, is what I realized. So I knew I was connecting with angels as well. So I just asked my angels to come along. And then something out of a horror movie kind of happened. Well, it seemed like it was out of a horror movie. I laugh about it now, but back then it was fucking scary. I had an idea of where this energy was. And so I asked the angels, and my sliding doors were open at the back. And a white kind of like mist appeared. I've seen white mist quite a lot when I connect with spirit. And all I saw was this like black energy, like black mist, go towards the white mist and then go up there. And then I never had that energy storming around my house ever again. And I was fine after that. And then I realized that I was actually the one that actually had the power, and it was drawn to me because of it. It wasn't, this energy didn't have it. Hi, Josh. We're talking about channeling and kind of my journey with it, but also how it can kind of change your life as well. So we're going to talk about that too. Maybe none of you have had scary experiences. It's definitely not, I will say it's not the same as it is on like TV shows and movies and stuff like that, but that experience did feel like it was like that though. But I think they tend to dramatize stuff on TV in regards to spirit as well. All right, next question. I'm just going to have to answer all these myself. Maybe a feeling of nausea I've had. Oh, really? Is that when you're like scared though? I find you get like nauseous or like anxiety when you're kind of scared that there might be an energy there. Especially when you can't see. And I felt that way. I definitely felt that way before I could actually see, because I could just feel and hear them. I knew they were there. Peekaboo. None of them have ever turned up and said that, I'll tell you that much. Okay, have you ever felt embarrassed to share your spiritual gifts with other people? And when I say spiritual gifts, you've actually all got them, by the way. Whether you think you do or yeah, you've actually all got them. Cat. What are you doing? Oh, sorry, this is my kitten. At the beginning. Yeah, I think at the very beginning. And it can make people turn away from it as well. To open the throat chakra. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and labels. I'm hearing like being labeled as well. Yeah. Release the fear. Yes. Fear of being seen. Yes. And showing up, actually using your gifts as well. And I don't always mean like online either. It might be like just in your like everyday life. Like whether this is like with family or friends or, people that you know, whether that's maybe even at work, when you kind of pick up on things and maybe you voice them and, some people might find that maybe a little bit of embarrassment in regards to that because maybe that's something you don't normally share. But it's actually quite natural. And I did share some content around the fact that I actually felt more embarrassed when I don't trust my intuition than when I do. Like I shared, I think I did a TikTok around embarrassment, but also one time, what would this have been? Like maybe 4 years ago? It doesn't make you feel stupid when you don't trust your intuition and and then something goes wrong and you think, oh, fuck, I'm a dumbass. I should have listened. Like I had my crystal shop, I think it was maybe 4 years ago. Was it 4 years ago when I just sold crystals? And I was wrapping up selenite, right? And selenite is quite fragile. And as I was wrapping it up, I got this gut feeling that if I didn't wrap it up more, that it was going to break. And I ignored it. And then what happened? 3 days later, she messages me and she says, oh, it broke. And I was like, embarrassing because that's your client, right? That's, or customer, I should say. So that's embarrassing, isn't it? Like, what an idiot. So it's actually, it's more embarrassing when you don't trust it than when you do. Is what I want to say. Do you guys worry about being judged at all? Like if you've seen something, heard something, felt something, or know something, but you don't share it because you're worried that somebody's going to judge you. And this could be like from maybe even like a religious upbringing. It could be just being taught that way, instilled in you as a child. Maybe your parents didn't believe in that stuff, so they might have said, oh, that's just, you're just seeing things or just hearing things, like kind of like just brushed it off. Like have you ever, good, that's how it should be. But if you have experienced judgment, who did you fear it from the most? Was it a family member? Was it your granddad? Who did you fear from it the most? Society. Yeah, interesting, eh? Yep, my own family. Yep. Yep. You know what? I don't actually care anymore, but I used to. And sometimes even other spiritual people at times too can kind of judge you if you don't exactly have the exact same belief system or like spiritual practices and things like that as they do. But I think you have to remember that everybody's different. Everyone's on their own journey. So, and it's a learning process too. So where you are at the stage in your journey is obviously going to be different from somebody else's as well. So there's that to consider too. I know, right? And quite often those people don't affect your everyday life. Like they're probably not paying your bills or fucking you or feeding you or anything like that. So I mean, being honest here. Oh. Yeah. What about doubt? Have you ever doubted something? Oh God, I have. At times I've doubted stuff. And it's actually like, not just like in terms of like me doing like sessions for people, but also like in certain situations, like whether it's like friendships, relationships, with family, like career, when you've been told to do something and then you don't do it and then you like regret it, or maybe leave a situation, whether that's a friendship or a relationship, and you stay there and then just, yeah. Self-doubt is actually probably the biggest pain point that people have, is what I've discovered. Yes, it is. I want to say it's actually an initiation. And to actually deeper trust in yourself. That's what it actually is. Every time you doubt yourself, or there's judgment or there's fear, it's always an initiation for you to go deeper into trusting yourself and the journey and the process. It's always an initiation. So it's always a learning. But where do you think that doubt comes from? Does it come from your mind, past experiences, or what other people have told you? I reckon it's probably a mix. Hi, Sprinkle. For me, it's probably, that my doubt sometimes comes from past experiences. All of the above. Yeah. The question was, where do you think your doubt actually came from? Was it from your mind, past experiences, or what others have told you? Past trauma and possibly ego. Yeah, interesting, isn't it? That all this stuff is, and a lot of it is stuff that's projected onto us as well, because they have their own fear, their own doubts, their own judgments. It then gets projected onto you and it just gets carried down. So it even becomes generational in a way too for some people. Yeah, it could be that as well. That's the other thing. Some of your experiences of being scared or being judged, especially if in a past life you were like deemed a witch and judged and had stuff thrown at you, and like burned at the stake or drowned as one, then it's gonna like scare you to share that with other people, especially like society at large. Is it that we're only becoming aware of this stuff now? I think people are just becoming more aware of it. I think people are kind of needing it more, because I look at the world right now and it's fucking cray-cray. Like, I look at America and I think, what the fuck? And I looked at those marches in Australia and I was thinking, what the fuck's going on? I thought to myself, I have a past life on another planet. And I was thinking last night, I was like, can I go back? Like, can I go back to, my life on a different planet, because this one is like a shit show right now. Yeah, like it's just, oh. Hi, Tammy, how are you? Oh, yeah. So guys, you're not alone in this. Like everybody has like doubt, fear, judgment, including me, and I've experienced and felt these things before too. No, I haven't. But last night it was like everywhere all over TikTok, and I was like, my goodness. It could be. It's like, what are they doing behind the scenes? Lord, I was just going to say that. I was just thinking about that. know, right? So yeah. I don't know. Do I need to share my story? I'm meant to be up to sharing my own story. Is there anything else you guys want to share? Maybe some beautiful experiences that you've had, or maybe things that you haven't shared with other people in regards to channeling or any like spiritual experience you guys might have had. No, you're welcome. You're welcome. It's always interesting to hear other people's like experiences. Mm. You know what? I've been hearing something about privacy, Oz. So it's funny that you say that because Spirit's been saying to me privacy, privacy quite a lot. So yeah. So hearing you guys' experience kind of does remind me of my own journey as well. Now, what am I meant to be sharing? Oh, the moment that I realized channeling was real. Um, Probably when Spirit just kept annoying me, quite honestly, especially when my nan turned up. Like when I saw somebody that I knew, that's when I was like, oh, this is real. Or when I started doing sessions with people and they were like wowed about all the personal shit that I know about them. That's when I was finding like, oh, this is actually, but it was also helping people as well, which is the most important thing. So that's kind of when I realized that channeling was actually like a thing, or things would just like pop into my head and I'd say them and then they were, yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, the fear and judgment I faced. Oh gosh. I think mostly from family. Probably my mother, because she thinks that I should be in a mental institution. Oh, really? Because I posted some stuff on Facebook and I'm quite surprised because I thought she would have been a bit more educated in regards to Māori spirituality, but clearly she's not. Yes, it is. It always is. Especially as she was like studying whakapapa and stuff like that. And I was like, why does she not? Yeah. So there's that. I got a lot of judgment from her in particular in regards to people closest to me. And obviously I get people come in the lives and say things about what I do. But honestly, I don't care. Yeah. Yeah. Most of the people that I work with are people I don't even know who they are. Most of the people that I connect with on here, yeah, they're not family or they were not my friends at the beginning of this journey. They're just total strangers. Actually. But yeah, and my fear happened when I had that experience that I talked about stomping. That's when I probably feared it the most. But as soon as I realized that I had all the power, because that's why it was there in the first place, that's when I was like, well, fuck, if I can do that, I can do anything, if I can get rid of an energy like that. And I think when you know that you've got your tupuna and your ancestors and angels and things behind you, Breakthrough, I began to trust and embody my channeling. Just by practice. I practice quite a lot, channeling. I probably channel every single day, to be honest with you. Yesterday I actually channeled 3 sales pages. And I don't think people kind of realize the depth of which you can actually channel. Like you can't, like, it's okay to like connect. Yes, you can connect with your tupuna and all that sort of thing, but I don't think people realize that you can actually ask them like literally anything. Okay, you can like be in a relationship, but if it's not working out, you can say to them, should I leave? And you can ask them, where should I go? What should I do? If I leave, where do I go and find a job? You can ask them all these different questions. It doesn't always have to be that you have to share your gifts in order to help other people. You can do, but you can also use them like in your own life. I don't know. Because the last thing you want is to stay in a relationship that's shit or a career. It's like should I stay in this town and find a job, or should I move and find a job? Should I go and look at maybe working in a different industry? All those things. Is it the same as manifestation? If you put it out there, and if your frequency is right, if you're doing energetics and your frequency is at the right frequency, then yeah, you could probably manifest it. But it all depends on frequency as well as channeling. So energetics along with channeling. So channeling is like you've got psychic abilities, which are like the clairs. So that's like clairvoyance, clairaudience, claircognizance, clairaudience. And they are basically psychics. They look at your past, present, and future. Okay, but I want to say with the future, your future is actually always based on your current energy. And remember that you always have free will. Hi, Bubbles. Yes, but your energy, I do a lot of energetics. I do EFT tapping, I do self-concept, I talk to the universe every morning in the mirror. I do a lot of energetics work. Whereas channeling is connecting with spirit, connecting with source, to receive the information. And channeling actually requires for you to raise your frequency more in order to connect to that energy. But yeah, if you can raise your frequency to the, clear-centered as well. I forgot that one. I knew there was one I forgot. Yeah. So with channeling, you actually need to work on energetics and raising your frequency as well. To be able to do that. So, and channeling is basically when you have a conversation with, say, a spirit guide or spirit, or connect with source to receive the information. So having conversation, asking them questions. That's pretty much what channeling is. And sometimes you need them to like validate the information as well. Yes, become the vibration of what you seek. Yes. So, yeah, that's kind of the difference between the two. I forgot what was I going to say now. Yes, that. It's about being in the right vibration. Okay, if you trusted your channel 100%, which I know some of you actually do now, how would your life look different right now? If you completely had trusted your intuition, what would your life look like? Would it look like it does right now? Actually, if I trusted mine yesterday, I probably would have uploaded some more YouTube videos. But I was like, oh, I've got other stuff I've got to do, so I will do that. I don't want to change anything. Okay, definitely not. Okay, it wouldn't look like. I think for me, how do I say this? I don't know that my life would look different to what it does now, but I think if I had listened to my intuition sooner, it will have looked different, like sooner than what it does. Does that make sense? I'm trying to explain. Yes, yeah, because you think back and you think, God, if I had trusted my intuition sooner, I could have left that relationship sooner. I could have had the career that I'm currently in sooner. I could have had the business that I wanted sooner. I could have had the house that I wanted sooner. Like if I just listened. It's kind of like that too, when I think back. Because to be honest with you, before my gifts actually opened, I was in a relationship that was not good. I did not have a job or a career or anything. I wasn't doing anything. I was a stay-at-home mum. All I did was like cook, clean. I was a huge fucking people pleaser. And for some reason, I would give people guidance for nothing. And now I'm in a loving relationship. I'm got my own place, and I now have a business, and I'm making money. So, but that's what I mean by this is how it's kind of changed my life, right? And it was purely by listening to my intuition. Yeah, that's true. Like you could have like if you had listened to your intuition they had said to you, then you would have left that situation sooner, Oz? Society, I suppose. And that's why we shouldn't listen to society and other people's opinions. The only people I will say that I do listen to, I do have a coach. And I will say the reason why I listen to her is because she's where I want to be. You don't listen to people who aren't where you want to be. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's my partner. He doesn't know I'm live. I'll message him. He's probably forgotten. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'll have to call him after. Okay. What would you love your gifts to support you with the most? I want to choose just one. Like if your gifts could support you with the most, what would it be for? Clarity, protection, money, or love? If your gifts could support you in one thing. Oh, I love that. You could ask, Angel, you could ask, what do I need to do to actually heal? As sages, you could simply ask, what is it I need to know right now? What clarity do I need right now? I think sometimes we actually forget to even ask, or that we can even ask. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that does sound like you. For me, probably clarity. I do like clarity. Do you believe your gifts are here to serve only you or to serve others too? Yes, that's normal. That isn't weird at all, stages. They say that to me all the time. No, it's not weird. They do that to me all the time too. And usually, because sometimes I'm asking because I want confirmation of what I already friggin' know. So when they say I already know, I'm like, okay then. And then I go and take the action that I need to take. Are you guys good at taking the action on the guidance that you get? Is what I want to say. Are you guys good at taking the action? Or are you like really stubborn? Is what I want to say. It is very difficult because a lot of the times this journey requires you to like leave people in situations. So it can be very difficult. I found it very difficult. I found it very heartbreaking at times. Like not joking. Like so many times I've cried at things that I did not really want to do. But I realize now that it was actually for my best and highest goods, and that's the truth of it. Oh, yes, send a voice message. I've just forgotten I'm live. What action? Tell me. Yes. Yes. Hi, Wendy. How are you? Yeah. And I know that my gifts are here to serve others, but also myself. Oh my gosh. My brother's forgotten. Oh, maybe it's important. I have to wait. What is it? What is it? It's probably not. Oh, good to see you too. We're just talking about channeling in our experiences. So, maybe I should, but then I'm like in the middle of this. This is really important that I was going to do this. I'm not going to be much longer anyway on here. So basically what I want to say is that channeling isn't just for the chosen few. It's actually for everybody. Like everybody has spirit guides. It doesn't matter who you are, what you've done. Every single person has spirit guides. Yeah. And like I said before, doubt and judgment are actually just initiations into deeper trust of self. That's all that it is. So every time, I want you to think, every time that you doubt or judge yourself, it's just an initiation. It's just saying, I've got to trust myself more. Can my spirit guides be the same for others? Yeah, possibly, especially if it's like family members, like ancestors and family members, then yeah, they will probably be spirit guides for other people as well. Yeah, it is. It's an opportunity for deeper trust. That's all it is. So every time that fear comes up, that doubt, that embarrassment, that judgment, that whatever it is, it's just inviting you to look deeper at trusting yourself. That's all it is. It's just an initiation into it. And the more that you practice, the safer and the clearer it actually gets. So the more that you actually use your channeling gifts, the safer and clearer it will get for you. Like the stronger it will get as well. So it will actually become more clear too. It's all prosperity or protection. Yes, it does. Like I just had an opportunity where I'm now being listed on like a directory of like different spiritual people. Like I had to record like a 60-second video today for her to put. She's got like 10,000 followers or something or other. So, and it's an international place or something. And I didn't have to pay for it. It's free because she wants to just give back. It's a lady who's been an opportunity, you know. Yeah, it's an opportunity to actually look at why you're bored as well. Yeah, abundance does. There's opportunities. It's not just about money. There's also opportunities out there as well to expand your impact as well. So, yeah. New space for new experiences. Yes. And you never know, that opportunity may lead to money eventually, or it may just lead to new connections, new friends, new connections. You never know where it's actually going to lead. Well, sometimes you do. If you bother to ask. Okay, so I'm just going to do now, we're just kind of finishing up, guys, as I just wanted to talk to you guys about an offer that I do have, okay? I'm not pushing it or anything like that, but this is why I created, and I do channeling sessions, and I have other sessions and things that I do, but I've just created my own method. I created this myself. It's a 3-step method, and it's called the Intuitive Method, and it starts at the very beginning of like October. And it's designed to help you move past the doubt, the fear, and the judgment, so you can channel clearly and trust what actually comes through for you. And ideally, at the end of it, you'll actually have the confidence and the courage to actually read for other people. So you can have a business after you finish this method. So you could go live and do readings, you could have private sessions with people, but also you may even receive like channeled ideas. So there's things where people have like channeled books, card decks, music, art, a multitude of different things that you can actually do with your channeling gifts as well. But yeah, so if you've resonated with anything tonight and you're feeling that it's time for you to actually go deeper, I do have spots open for that. So just message me after the live and we can have like a chat. I do have payment plans and things, like I'm quite willing to be flexible in that way if you're really, really called to go a little bit deeper. So, but thanks, guys, for sharing and being open and vulnerable and sharing some of your experience and how you've kind of felt, particularly at the very beginning of your journey. And I've just put a note here. You need to remember something. Your gifts are not here to scare you or embarrass you. They're here to guide you, protect you, and transform your life. So trust them, and most importantly, trust yourself. And remember, those things are just initiations into deeper trust with self. That's all it is. Okay, guys. I will let you guys go. I better go and reply to my partner. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here, just connect with you guys, see where you guys are at, and support you. So I will love you and leave you. I don't know when I'm next going live, but if you guys are interested in anything that I do, you know, my link's there. No pressure. But if you feel called to anything, just let me know. All right. Bye, guys.